All right, welcome to Dad's Book Reviews. I'm Kevin.
I'm Don.
This is my dad, and he reads a lot of books, so I like to interview him to find out what I should read next. So, what genres do you typically like to read?
Oh, I like all kinds of them. I especially like lit RPG. That's my favorite. I like war, isekai, Xanthia, where they're core building, apocalypse, and space operas. I take a little bit of everything.
Hopefully, you'll get an opportunity to find something you want to read. You can go to dadsbookreviews.com. That has all the reviews we've done so far. So,
This series is one that was recommended by a viewer. It's called Shadow Slave by Guiltythree, and it's a lit RPG fantasy. Sunless is our protagonist. He's an orphan, raised on the streets. He caught the virulent nightmare spell.
caught it
He caught it
like a disease?
like a disease.
Okay.
And he turns himself into the police as the law demanded. Tells them, I've got the virulent nightmare spell, and they throw him into a cell and put all kinds of police around him with weapons trained on him, because the virulent nightmare spell puts you into an unnatural slumber with no sign of waking up, and the infected are caught up in a nightmare of trials created by the spell, where the aspirant had to fight monsters and people to survive their own nightmare. If they died in their nightmare, their bodies open up a gate for the nightmare creature to come into the real world and start causing death and destruction and mayhem. That's why they throw him in a cell and have all kinds of weapons ready to stop him. No one knew what the spell was or where it came from or how to stop it. But if a person was able to survive their first trials, they became an awakened instead of an aspirant, and came back alive, armed with miraculous magical abilities that they had earned in their nightmares. These awakened were the ones that finally restored peace and created a semblance of new order on the earth after it got totally wiped by all of these nightmare creatures being turned loose. Children were taught survival skills and fighting techniques early in school on the off chance that they might be infected. Well-to-do families hired private tutors to train their children in all sorts of martial arts and magic, weapons and armor. So the richer your family was, the better your chance was of surviving the nightmare if you caught the disease and became an aspirant. For Sunless, he had no family, he had no training, he spent most of his time just scrounging for food. And so the nightmare spell was a virtual death sentence for him. And Sonny awakens on a mountain road with shackles on his wrists, chained in a slave caravan that was being marched over the mountains in the snow. And we get to follow Sonny as he escapes the slave caravan and flees from the nightmare creature that has come to kill him. There's only 3 surviving slaves and 1 surviving guard, and they're all running together. They have to flee over the mountains. They're ill-equipped, without food. The cold is horrendous, and there is a beast that likes the cold that's hunting them. Each succeeding book gets him farther along in this story of becoming an awakened. I read 3 of the books, and he's still in the aspirant stage. He made it past the original nightmare, but he's still an aspirant. The story was great and exciting and really well written, but I object to the way they're selling the books.
Okay.
The series was first done on Royal Road, where they come out and you read it as the author writes it. And now there are 68 books in the series.
Wow.
And all but the first book is 200 pages long, and each book is $5.
Okay.
So if you're going to read the whole series, it's going to cost you $340. And you're paying more per word than just about any other series you could ever read. And I object to that. And so I stopped reading at book 3.
Okay.
I gave it an excellent 10. Violent instances of high intensity, light use of hard profanity, and sexual encounters inferred as far as I've read, but not
So is that an
described.
M?
What?
Is that an M?
PG.
PG. Okay.
They're just inferred that something's going on. So and so is being taken advantage of by this strong player. You don't get any descriptions or any thing that's salacious. And I rated it for teens. And if they would change their marketing, I would read it all.
Okay. What would be the price you'd have to pay to read it all?
Well, any other series gives you 400 pages average per book. Some of them give you 1,000 pages for $5. This series gives you 200 pages, and it's like putting $5 in every 200 pages, which doesn't take that long to read.
So they got to cut it in half or something.
They got to double it before I would even be interested.
Okay. So excellent, but
excellent,
too expensive.
But poorly
There's
marketed.
Lots of other good books out there that don't cost nearly as much.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Well.
And they would be easy to combine them into bigger books because they just pulled them off of Royal Road.
Okay. Well, if you're looking for a good book that costs a lot, we got you one for you. Okay. Let us know if you're liking what we're giving, and hopefully find something you want to read.
Happy reading.